Thank you so much, Dr. Rose. You're welcome.
Lesley, may I see you in between patients?
I'm only going to have a couple minutes.
That's fine, thank you.
Come in.
Mind if I sit down?
Of course not.
Should they keeping you very busy?
Oh, yes, they certainly are today. That was quite a hero's arrival you made yesterday. Police escort to get you here on time.
It was very dramatic, wasn't it?
Congratulations on saving your son. I know it was very difficult for you to operate on him.
I just have to concentrate on saving a human life and forget everything else.
You've always had the most wonderful ability to shut everything out of your mind that you didn't want to think about.
Not everything, Lesley.
Well, your average is pretty high. I've often envied it. I can't do that. I haven't even been able to stop being upset about it. An unpleasant little scene I had with Monica.
What about?
She was being noble. She wanted to know if I wanted her to go on lying to you about the baby to give our marriage a chance to work.
What did you tell her?
I told her not to bother. I honestly don't need Monica's charity at this point.
Lesley, I would like to talk about us. You and me.
You've always said you wanted honesty. So we're going to be honest, right?
Of course.
I have this terrible feeling that our marriage is over.
Is that just a feeling, or is that the way you want it?
The way I want it, the way I want it has very little to do with the way things are. Lately, I've discovered it's just the way things are.
Then that is definite in your mind.
I guess so, yes.
While I was in Florida, I had a lot of time to think, and I spent a great deal of time thinking. I didn't come up with any specific solutions, but I did end up with some very personal hopes, one of which was that we could try to make this thing work again.
If at first you don't succeed, fail again.
Lesley, please, if you're going to go into this with that kind of a negative attitude, we are bound to fail. You have to enter it with a little more optimism.
I've sort of had the optimism knocked out of me.
No room for mistakes, is that it?
No, that's not it. I don't ask you to be perfect. I'm certainly not perfect, and I've never known anybody else who was. I just had to look into my own heart and try and see if I would be able to live with things. It's not a question of forgiving. I could probably forgive almost anything. What I'm very much afraid of is that I would not be able to or allowed to forget.
I see. I had no idea you were so determined. If you are, I guess there's nothing more really to discuss, is there? You're strange. I thought there was a great deal to talk about. Things to salvage. I'm sorry if I took so much of your time, Doctor.